Hello everyone, Atticus here, and I'm talking a bit quietly because my folks are sleeping and I do not want them to be woken up. Now, I want to talk about metal elitism. Yes, this is going to be a very controversial topic because the majority of you people out there watching this video will be, of course, metal elitists. Now, I have no hate or animosity towards metal elitists. I mean, I too was one. So, I'm calling my former metal elitist out. Now, a few days ago, I saw this bold post on Facebook by Lucas Mann, and if you don't know who he is, he's a founder and a lead guitar player for Rings of Saturn. So here's what he had to say about metal elitists. Just gotta say, metal elitists are fucking stupid, cutting other people's music down and telling people it's wrong to listen to certain bands because they're not, quote unquote, true metal or true death metal. Just ruins the genre for everyone. People have different musical opinions and tastes. Get over it. Because it's not a big deal at all. If you do not like what I like, cool. If you like something I don't, fine. No need to get your jimmies irreparably rustled over it. Metal needs to seriously start being more united. And if you're one of those people who act like I was describing earlier, then you should probably just unfriend me now. And that's what he had to say. Now, that was a very good and bold statement on what Mr. Mann had to say. To me, metal elitists are like the Republican conservatives who pretty much make metal a bad name. I was a really good prime example. Back then, I absolutely hated scene kids, like hated them. I constantly and openly talked about how much they're scumbags of society. Asking Alexandria and Black Veil Bride suck so much dick. They're making metal so damn gay. Yes, that was me. Atticus Wright, the metal elitist. Metal elitists are, of course, making a bad name to what it means to be a metalhead. I mean, I like Slipknot. I one time talked about how much I love Slipknot, and a bunch of elitists came up to me saying, "Ugh, Slipknot sucks so much. Ugh, your taste in music sucks." I mean, come on, what the fuck? Slipknot was practically my childhood back in the day. Plus, on the hate breed show I attended, I made a trilogy video on my YouTube channel where I'm pretty sure you guys are watching right now. Well, I came across some hate breed fans who were talking about about Dimebag Darrell. And you know me, I love Dime. He's a fucking kick-ass shredder. So I converse with these huge-ass guys who look like they would fucking crush my bones. Then I talk about how awesome Dying Fetus's set was a few minutes ago, which in fact they put up a really killer show since you've seen all the footage that I've put up. Then one of the guys, who was in fact a huge Hatebreed fan, telling you this guy was fucking huge, like huge pot belly, but huge arms. He looked like he would just snap me like a twig. So he all of a sudden goes, "The fuck you talking about, boy? Hatebreed's fucking awesome. You better be fucking there for them." And me being, the metalhead who's all equal to other extreme genres, I said, "Look, I'm here for all the bands. Everyone is here to have a good time and not talk about which band is awesome. No bad blood here." So instantly, those guys agreed with me, and they patted me on the back. So, you see, metalheads these days get so caught up on which band is better than the other. I mean, I took my video on Mitch Lucker off because I had a bunch of metal elitists calling me a huge pussy because I was in total shock and I let all my emotions get the better of me. Yes, I love Suicide Silence. They're amazing. Does that make me a punk? No! I'm a fan of extreme music, whether it be Suicide Silence or severe torture. I like something that is heavy, aggressive, and a healthy way to get all of my anger and hatred, all the evil and corruption going on in the world. Another good story, I was at the same show. I went up to the bar to get a beer, and I saw this guy wearing an Asking Alexandria shirt on. I looked at him and said, "Hey!" So we had ourselves a good conversation about what's going on, what bands we're going to see. And I brought up a shirt. I said, "Oh, nice Asking Alexandria shirt. I know the band. I'm familiar with their music. Listen to them on occasion, and they're not my cup of tea, but hey, I'm glad you like them." Then he replies, "Thanks, dude. Love that dang beat of shirt you have there." Now, if I was a conservative metal still that conservative metal elitist, I would have gotten my white ass beat. Why? Because he was fucking jacked. Listen, metal elitists, I know you all love metal, and you will defend it till you give out your last breath. But please, stop the hate. I mean, Lucas was right about one thing. You guys make it harder for us to enjoy heavy metal. I mean, when I first started being a metalhead, I thought it was cool, rebelling against the mainstream society, who loathes you because you're different. You wear awesome bandsies, you mosh like crazy, grow your hair out, and just have a good time expressing yourselves. But nowadays, it's all about, oh, this band sucks. Listen to this band. They're 10 times better. Oh, scene kids making us look gay. Let's go beat some of them up. I mean, come on. You are like the metal elitist version of Mitt fucking Romney, for Christ's sake. Now, I don't have any quarrels with you. I too was a metal elitist, so I'm calling myself out. Here's my advice. If you do not like a certain band you hate, fucking ignore them and don't mind about them. If you hate emos and scene kids because you think they're ruining metal, ignore them and start learning to accept other musical tastes and interests. I'm trying to do you all a favor. Just learn to get the fuck along. Set aside your petty differences and be better people in society. Now, that is all I'm asking. I gotta go to bed because I have an exam. I'm destined to fail. But, oh well. There's some classes I love, some classes I hate. Good night, everyone.